Welcome back to my channel Techie Talk with Aditya. So I am back with one more video related to Cognizant's internship and CSD. But before heading back to the main content of this video, let me tell you that CSD and internship both are similar things, having some sort of differences here or there. So both internship as well as CSD candidate can watch this particular video. The agenda of this video is to talk about the CSD, SME interview, assessment round and project evaluation. So we will talk about what actually the CSD is, what are the changes that Cognizant did this year, how CSD is different from the internship. We will talk about the assessment that you need to appear every Friday during the internship or CSD. We will talk about the SME interview, how many chances will you get in order to clear the SME interview, and will Cognizant revoke the offer letter because of poor performance? Let's shall find out the answer of all these questions. Let's talk about what actually the CSD is and how it is different from the internship. So CSD stands for Continuous Skill Development. No, my friend, it is a Certified Skill Development now. So CSD is a program that every candidate needs to go through who haven't opted for the internship due to some odd reasons. So Cognizant always invests in skills and capability development of all the campus select candidate even before they join the organization. The ultimate aim of internship and CSD program is to develop the technical skills among the candidate so that they have better exposure to the technology that has been allotted to them. And that's why in order to get full-time employment from the Cognizant, one should need to complete the internship or CSD program, any one of these successfully. Now what do you mean by successfully? So Cognizant have set certain threshold and you need to score above the threshold limit set by the Cognizant. There are plenty of factors that decides your domain. Resume and interview are one of those factors. Let's suppose Cognizant allotted you the domain of Java. Now during the internship or CSD, you need to complete some mandatory courses from the Udemy based on Java only. And the difference between the internship and CSD is that the internship candidate will have the mentors and they will conduct the classes on the regular basis. But the CSD candidate needs to complete the things by their own. So they need to explore the things by themselves only. Yes, they can ask their doubt, but on the regular basis, the classes will not be there. And after going through the mandatory courses, you need to solve the hands-on. Now hands-on means some technical questions related to your particular domain. For example, if we will talk about the MySQL, so there might be questions related to the inserting the data, fetching the data based on condition, etc. And typically each week you need to solve at least 7 to 8 questions. And initially the level will be easy only. And once you have enough practice, the level will kept on increasing. And remember, these things are common for both internship as well as CSD. You need to complete the mandatory courses, and after completing the mandatory courses, you need to solve the hands-on. And once you have enough practice of the hands-on, you need to appear for the assessment every Friday or the alternate Friday. And to be very honest, I like this concept. First learn, then do the practice of the questions, and then go for the assessment. Many of you will think this as a burden, but take this as a challenge. And please don't take the help of others in order to solve the hands-on. So these mandatory courses, hands-on, assessment and the SME interviews are those things that makes you feel comfortable with the technology. So TechStack is a platform where you will need to solve the questions and everything is automated there. They will evaluate your hands-on within a minute. So TechStack is a platform where you need to solve the hands-on and your hands-on will get evaluated immediately. What do you think? Only technical things will happen during the internship or CSD? No, my friend, you are wrong. Apart from the technical skills, your communication skills also be tested. How is your English? Let me quickly show you one PDF that I do have. Let me summarize this for you in easy language. So it says that the CSD Professional Development Program aims to enhance the skills and capabilities of the entry-level employees through the external training. This program focuses on improving their behavioral and communication skills, providing a continuous learning environment. We also offer various career advancement opportunities such as Cognizant Higher Education Program and Digital Honors in order to help the associate achieve their career goals. And on the screen you can see the program outline. For week 0 we have pre-assessment, then the assessment of English language proficiency, and you can see up to week 12. So both CSD and internship candidate needs to go through this assessment as well. The trainers are there, trainers will take your lectures, they will give you some sort of scenarios where you need to speak in English for couple of minutes, and this communication session will continue during your internship or CSD. So you need to prepare accordingly. You need to prepare not only technical things but also your communication skills as well. And remember, the aim of this program is to groom and empower the entry level talent that they have, which provides a solid foundation for their professional growth with Cognizant. Let's talk about the SME interview and the SME evaluation round for both CSD and the internship. So SME stands for subject matter expert. And why this interview is conducted? So this interview is conducted in order to check whatever you have learned during the internship or CSD. And it is mandatory criteria in order to get full-time employment from the Cognizant. One should need to clear the SME interview. Talking about the difficulty level of the SME interview, so the level will be easy to moderate. They will only ask you the basic questions related to your particular domain and whatever things you have learned during the internship or CSD. So you don't need to worry. They will not ask you very hard questions. They will just ask you the basic questions related to your particular domain only. Over the past few years, Cognizant noticed that the candidates who had done their internship or CSD were unable to answer the basic questions related to their particular domain. And what they have come to the conclusion is that the students might have arranged the quiz answer, hands-on answer, or the assessment round answer from the external sources. And in order to solve this particular issue, the Cognizant have came up with SME interview evaluation. Talking about the chances that you will get in order to clear the SME interview, so Cognizant will give you 2 chances in order to clear the SME interview. If you are unable to clear the interview at first attempt, the second chance will be given after 7 to 14 days. And remember guys, I'm saying this once again, the questions will be very easy. You don't need to worry about this. If you will do your mandatory courses, if you will solve the hands-on by yourself only, if you will do the assessment round properly, if you will complete the project on time, then you will be able to clear the SME interview very easily. Talking about my batch, that is 2022 batch, when I did my internship, so total there are 30 students, out of which 25 students got cleared the SME interview at one go only, and only rest of the 5 members have cleared the interview in second attempt. So 100% of the students have cleared the interview. And the fun fact is, everyone is from non-IT background. Complete your project. Project is most important when it comes to SME interview. The interviewer will ask you to show the project whatever you have created during the internship or CSD. And project will have 70% of weightage in the SME interviews. Let's talk about the project that you need to submit before your SME interview. So during the internship or CSD, you need to create one small project that is particularly based on your particular domain only. Let's suppose your domain is Java. So you need to create one small web application, and the requirement will be given by the lecturers only. Technical trainers, they will give you some sort of requirements or the problem statement, and you need to solve those problem statement in the form of project. And the project will be related to whatever you have learned during the internship or CSD. And there is no need to worry, because the trainers will also guide you what exactly do you need to do and what are the things that they are expecting from the student before submitting the project. For the internship candidates, the project needs to be submitted in the group of 4, but the SME interviewer will take the interview individually. So make sure whatever you are doing as a project, you should need to know each and every technicality of your project, because interviewer can ask you any questions related to your particular project, and if you are unable to answer that question, the interviewer will interpret that you have copy pasted the project from external source. So don't do this. Whatever the projects are there, whatever you are doing as a project, make sure you know everything, because the purpose of project and the SME interview is to make sure whatever technologies that you have learned the things correctly or not. Let's compare the previous year's CSD with this year's CSD. So talking about the changes, the previous year CSD was a disaster for many of the candidates because no one received the certification, no stipend. But this time Cognizant have promised that they will give the certificate as well as the stipend to all the CSD and internship candidate both. Let's talk about the most important question. Will Cognizant revoke the offer letter in case of poor performance? So the answer is yes and no. It depends. What do you mean by poor performance? If you don't want to solve the mandatory hands-on, if you don't want to do the mandatory courses, if you will not submit the project, if you will not appear for the SME interview, then definitely the Cognizant will not going to onboard you as a full-time employment, because this is not the internship. This is just like a training. If you are able to satisfy the SME interviewer to 60% only, you will be able to crack the internship. So the very first question that SME interviewer will ask you, what are the things that you have learned during the internship or CSD? Now if you will explain the things in a proper way, that these are the things, on first week I have done this, on second week I have done this, and during the internship these are the challenges that I have faced and how I overcome that. If you will explain these things, the SME interviewer will definitely going to onboard you as a full-time employee. When you will do the internship or CSD, the Cognizant will share the handbook, which is in the form of PDF, and that PDF will consist of learning modules. What are the hands-on you need to solve on that particular week? What are the things that you should need to learn? They will mention each and every topic section wise, that you need to learn OOPS concept, you need to learn the constructor, you need to learn the method overriding. These are the things that are related to Java technology. So they will mention that on 1st of July you need to learn these things. On 2nd of July you need to learn this, and you need to solve the hands-on as well. And how many hands-on do you need to solve on 2nd of July? On 1st of July, how many questions do you need to solve? They will mention each and everything in the handbook. So you don't need to worry about anything. They will segregate the entire internship or CSD into different sections. Yes, you need to learn this, you need to do the hands-on on this topic only. Then move on. You need to learn this and you need to solve the hands-on on this particular technology only. So forget about this poor performance concept. There is nothing like poor performance. Just make sure that you are learning the mandatory courses thoroughly. You are making the notes, and in case if you are facing any sort of doubts, you have your technical trainers as well. Because as a fresher, you will definitely face certain problems and you need to speak. And let me tell you one more thing. If you will fail in SME interview, first SME interview, then the interviewer will tell you what he or she is expecting from your end and what are the things that have gone wrong. They will give you the feedback so that you can clear the second SME interview very easily. But I am sure you will not going to face the second SME interview because you are going to clear the first SME interview very easily. That's it about this video. I hope you liked this video, and I have created the Telegram channel in order to share the job related vacancies on the regular basis, especially for the freshers. So please do join that channel, because I know as a fresher it is very difficult to find the off-campus drives. Please do subscribe to my channel Techie Talk with Aditya in order to stay updated with IT industry.